Nations worldwide are boldly rethinking their reliance on the United States dollar, causing the dollar end to come near. But what's catalyzing this monumental transformation? It's not just individual decisions. Nations are taking part in this monumental shift. But China is the reason for the initiation. The regional powerhouses like the Association of Southeast Asian Nations ASEAN are shifting toward a new single currency. And according to experts, this will be a huge shake to the dollar's already weak dominance. But how is China involved in all this? Let's find out. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our channel. Innovation Diary brings you China's innovation stories, projects, and growing influence in different parts of the world. If you are new to the channel and enjoy learning about fast-paced modernity, especially China's development and growing power, you will find our videos intriguing. In this video, we will reveal the benefits that accompany ASEAN's contemplation of a unified currency. We will also uncover how external forces, especially China's ambitious de-dollarization efforts, have been instrumental in shaping this transformative decision. Watch the video till the very end to know what the new single currency will be. Let's get started. A shift has been occurring in the world of international finance in recent times. Nations across the globe are reevaluating their reliance on the United States dollar as the dominant global reserve currency. This transition has been fueled by the growing uncertainty surrounding the US dollar, leading countries to explore alternative options for financial stability. Regional groups like the Association of Southeast Asian Nations ASEAN have been contemplating the adoption of a one-currency system for their member states. While the idea of ASEAN embracing a common currency has been under discussion for quite some time, it presents potential advantages and tough challenges. But there is a determination to face the challenges and bring change. But who is responsible for encouraging a change in this group? No other than China. We will talk about China's role in such a massive change later in the video, but let's first discuss the benefits of switching to a new one currency. And what will that one currency be? One of the foremost advantages of a common currency within ASEAN would be the facilitation of deeper regional economic integration. This integration could foster increased cooperation among member nations, resulting in a stronger and more unified economic bloc. When nations share a common currency, it often leads to greater harmonization of economic policies and regulations. This harmonization, in turn, promotes trade and investment among member states. A common currency can catalyze greater trade among ASEAN countries. When businesses can conduct transactions without the need for currency conversion, trade becomes more seamless and efficient. This could lead to an increase in the volume of intra-union trade, further boosting economic growth in the region. Reduced trade barriers and increased access to a wider consumer base are potential outcomes of a shared currency. Operating across borders often involves significant transaction costs and currency exchange risks for businesses. These costs can erode profits and deter investment. A common currency would ease this burden by eliminating the need for currency exchange, making cross-border transactions more cost-effective and straightforward. This, in turn, would encourage greater cross-border business activities. Financial stability is a crucial element for the sustained growth of any region. A common currency could contribute to greater financial stability within ASEAN. When countries share a currency, they tend to align their monetary policies more closely. This alignment can help prevent currency crises and financial instability, which can have far-reaching negative consequences for the region's economies. Exchange rate uncertainty can be a source of anxiety for both citizens and businesses. Fluctuations in exchange rates can impact the prices of imported goods, affect investment decisions, and create instability in financial markets. A common currency would eliminate this uncertainty, providing a stable and predictable environment for economic activities. While ASEAN has not yet fully embraced a one-currency system, it has taken significant steps towards greater economic integration. For example, in the year 2023, residents in Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand gained the ability to pay for goods and services in each other's countries using local currencies. This milestone marked a significant stride towards the realization of a common currency system within the region. But what are the challenges the ASEAN nations can face when it comes to switching to a single currency? The West has mentioned that ASEAN nations will face many challenges and will give up on this idea. But is it the case? Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos about China's development, power, and influence on the world. Let's continue now. Despite the potential benefits, The adoption of a common currency in ASEAN presents challenges that must be addressed before change can occur. ASEAN comprises countries at various stages of economic development. There are significant differences in GDP per capita, inflation rates, and economic structures among member states. These differences can complicate the implementation of a common currency, as a one-size-fits-all monetary policy may not be suitable for all nations. Striking a balance that accommodates the diverse economic conditions within ASEAN is a complex task. Member states of ASEAN have distinct monetary policies tailored to their specific economic circumstances. The adoption of a common currency would necessitate relinquishing some control over monetary policy to a centralized authority. This centralization might challenge countries accustomed to managing their monetary affairs. Balancing the need for uniformity with the need for flexibility in monetary policy will require careful negotiation. The decision to adopt a common currency also has political implications. Member states must be willing to be flexible to allow the monetary systems to a regional authority. This can be a contentious issue, as it touches on national identity and autonomy. Convincing all member states to reach a consensus on this matter is a significant political challenge. But do you think the nations have decided to adapt to a single currency without thinking about the challenges? They know the challenges, and they are willing to face them all. The ASEAN nations want to have a single currency, and for that they can do anything. But will this single currency be a dollar? Fortunately or unfortunately, not. They will use another single currency, which will also be a huge step toward de-dollarization. But why are they switching away from dollars? Well, the answer lies in China's role. The transition away from the US dollar and towards a common currency system in ASEAN has been catalyzed in part by China's efforts to reduce the dollar's dominance in international trade and finance. China's de-dollarization initiatives have sought to promote the use of the Chinese yuan in global transactions. As China's economic influence grows, it has emerged as a key player in facilitating change within ASEAN. China's expanding economic presence in ASEAN has fostered closer ties between the two regions. Through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, China has invested heavily in infrastructure projects in ASEAN countries. These investments have not only stimulated economic growth, but have also increased the use of the yuan in regional trade, reducing reliance on the US dollar. China has entered into currency swap agreements with several ASEAN member states, allowing for the direct exchange of local currencies with the yuan. These agreements provide financial stability and reduce the need for US dollars in cross-border transactions, furthering the de-dollarization efforts in the region. China's financial institutions have expanded their presence in ASEAN, offering a range of financial services in yuan. This has encouraged businesses in the region to consider using the yuan for trade and investment, reducing their dependence on the US dollar. The shift away from the US dollar and the potential adoption of a common currency within ASEAN signal a significant transformation in the global financial landscape. It won't be wrong to say that it is caused by China. There are clear benefits to such a transition, including deepened economic integration, reduced transaction costs, and increased financial stability. And thanks to China for introducing the world to these benefits. China's role in promoting the de-dollarization of ASEAN cannot be overlooked. Through economic cooperation, currency swap agreements, and the expansion of financial services, China has encouraged ASEAN countries to explore alternative currencies, particularly the yuan, as a means of reducing their dependence on the US dollar. The road to a common currency system in ASEAN is undoubtedly a complex one, but the region's steps towards greater economic integration and reduced reliance on the US dollar show that change is on the horizon. As ASEAN continues to deliberate and address the challenges ahead, the possibility of a shared currency becomes increasingly tangible, reshaping the financial dynamics of Southeast Asia and potentially serving as a model for other regions seeking greater economic cooperation and stability. We would like to take a moment here and appreciate you all for commenting and sharing your opinions. Your insights always impress us. Do you think the dollar will be treated the same ever again? What would happen if the yuan became a new global currency? Will the US be able to stop this from happening? Let us know in the comments section. Why do you think countries are quickly shifting away from the dollar, and are they doing the right thing? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence over the world. Until the next video, stay tuned.